Okay, as you can see here, this is a draw, and if you pay a little more attention, this is a draw against a 1600, someone who's nearly double my rating, which was kind of exciting. I'm in S with Patrick's Discord if you want to look him up on YouTube. And this guy, Weebers, is on Twitch. And normally he kicks my ass. I'm not terrible, but obviously he usually wins. And today I got him in a draw with, and I don't mean for this to be any type of way, but basically I played this. I didn't really know how to respond with black, and I've been trying new openings, and I did really well with the Pirc defense, which I guess is a good opening. It's funny, I actually was thinking about doing the Caracan. But I grabbed the wrong one by accident. Not to be any type of way, but I did that by accident, and I was like, I guess I'm playing the Pirc, and this is just sort of a natural move for me, right? Because that opens up this, and I know that I'll take and I'll have this file open. So that's what I did. So I don't really know much else to say because this was basically just moves that came to me. I didn't really think too far ahead in a lot of these situations. I was told, you'll see that Weebers himself said that he did a miscalculation and it was a blunder. It does register as a blunder. But I was doing a couple calculations, but I really wasn't doing that much. So in here it's just like, pitting the knight with sort of ideas, I guess, to move just so that he couldn't just necessarily go here right away. And then I figured, might as well attack, put it in check, or go for threaten a couple different things. And he didn't take, which I guess it's the best move not to take. And I said, okay, well, I'll pin you to the rook. And I guess this is here where he made the miscalculation, because I don't really know. I didn't ask him what he thought the calculation was going to be. So I was completely flabbergasted when he did this, and I was like, well, against a 1600, I'm going to be up a rook, But I said, there's a lot you can do with rooks. I was just like, Again, another inaccuracy. I think this is where the miscalculation comes into play. Here, what the hell was I thinking? Oh yeah, what I was thinking was this. I thought he was gonna put me in check and then do something else. And the last thing I want against the 1600 is a bunch of possible checks. So like if I go here, I didn't know if he could go, here or whatever. So I stepped out, but I guess the best move was to defend this knight, because basically as soon as he moved, I stepped into check, and then he was able to take. But, at this point, I was still up, because I had the rook. I was still up. Let's see how that even works out. Rook. Okay, so you had the knight and two bishops. So I was down a minor piece, I guess. And so here, this is interesting because basically my thought was his next move is going to be to put me in check. So I might as well, if he's going to put me in check and I have to step out of line, and at least put him into check, and that'll give me a tempo to like go here or something. That's my thought. I wonder why the analysis isn't showing up. But it's only slightly better. It's only like, I keep clicking things, thinking I don't know what I'm thinking, but basically I thought this way, and then I could like step here, or I could just move and it would put him in check and it would just give me a tempo. So then I sort of preemptively was like, I basically wanted to move my king around to just keep him sort of close to the middle without having to run too much. And basically my idea was, this was a bad idea. I should have thought about this a little bit more, because I realized there's nothing I can do here. I just have to step back. But in my head, I was like, let me just keep pressure over here. I don't know. That was just bad. I guess, yeah, just developing a developing move is what's really important here. I wasn't worried about this because I could just step out and Sorry. Yeah, I wasn't particular. I was a little bit worried about being pinned, but I wasn't sweating it now. And so the reason I actually stepped here, I'm remembering this now, is so that when he takes, I could go here and then not be pinned. That, not. So it was a blunder, but it wasn't that bad. And so this is all me trying to avoid the light squares, so I don't now get pinned again. Okay, and then this was so that both to attack him and just keep an attacking square sort of thing. I know that doesn't really make sense, but I just wanted to have a piece available to attack or snipe something. Okay, and now we are officially like even in minor material. Oh, now we're not again, yeah. But yeah, so this whole now end game, this is interesting because at some point, where are we? This is a completely winning position, but he's a 1600 and I'm not. So I'm gonna have to spend a little more time here. I almost don't even know how much worthwhile. That's really interesting. It's the same basic eval, but I guess because I have this rook here, there's nothing he can do. He can't promote. So I might as well advance the pawn. I guess that's the argument, is that it's just completely safe to advance the pawn. Actually, wait. Okay, no. But, no, but so basically, I guess this is where like 1600 comes in, and I guess eventually he either blunders or something, or maybe I play something really good again. Or just maybe it's also possible that just inaccuracies at this section of the game are just the death now. And so basically I was like, let's get rid of this rook for him. And again, I should be completely winning. And I guess I just didn't push, because he can't take with the bishop. He would be down this piece completely, right? And a rook should be good enough to gobble up some pawns, but, fucking 900, you can't really blame me. And I guess in this case, you're just supposed to be moving your king to the center. Fairly instructional. I was like, okay. So I knew at this point I wasn't going to be able to queen. But I knew that I could just take out a pawn. And I am more than happy with this result against a 1600. So there you have it. I drew a 1600. I guess they played not that well, relatively speaking. They said they blundered. But I played, personally, for an opening that I'm not used to, really well. I'm very happy about it. Very happy about it.